All right, so let's revisit our scenario that was early on in this section. We're trying to determine which is the better deal. So the grocery store sells a 36-ounce canister of ground coffee for 14 bucks, and it sells a pound of coffee for $7 for each pound. All right, so we need to convert our ounces to pounds so we can see what is the better deal. All right, and we know that there are 16 ounces per every 1 pound, right? Which is which is no different than saying 16 ounces is equal to 1 pound. All right. So when we're comparing units, anytime our denominator has a one for the unit, then this is just called a unit rate, right? And I've mentioned this a couple of times, just making sure we understand what we have here. So we're gonna start off with 36 ounces, and we're gonna say that for every 16 ounces, we get 1 pound. I can cancel my unit ounces, and I can just say, okay, well, this is 36 over 16 pounds, which, I mean, I can do some math here. These are both divisible by 4, right? So that's really 9/4 pounds, which, from here we can go to our calculators, or you can, I mean, this is in quarters, right? Which makes this kind of easy. How many quarters are you going to get out of 9 quarters? That's just one way of looking at this. So if you had 9 total quarters, you're going to have $2 with a quarter left over, right? So if you want to take 9 divided by 4, it's just 2.25, or 2 and the fraction 1/4. Okay, so we can take our $2.25, or I'm sorry, our 2.25 pounds, and we can now divide that into 14, right? Because we're trying to figure out, well, what's the price per pound. And so if we go over to our calculators and we have 14 divided by 2.25, you see that we're roughly paying $6.22 for the canister of coffee, therefore making it the better deal because it's 1 pound for $6.22.